Okay, the finale tonight, Game 7 of the Central Valley Showdown between Sanger and Lemoore. Sanger comes in with a record of 8-5. They compete in the CMAC in Division 3. They lost to Clovis North 78-63. Defeated Roosevelt 75-66. Now we're doing the national anthem. We'll be back shortly. Talked about Sanger being 8-5 in the CMAC. They play in Division 3 in the Central Section. They beat Roosevelt 75-66, lost to Edison 38-34, 2-1 in the Mountain Invitational, lost to Clovis North 78-63. They will host, it'll be at Fresno on the 8th and play Hoover Fresno on the 10th. 14 players, 3 freshmen, a couple of sophomores. And as far as Lemoore is concerned, 3-12 this year for the Tigers. Joe Sly, 29 points per game. I'm not sure if that's accurate. 31% field goals. They play in West Yosemite League in Division 2. 17 players, 3 sophomores, a couple of freshmen. They lost their initial 4 this year. Played some tough teams like Oakland Tech, losing 96-2. El Cerrito, up there in the Bay Area, 73-55. 0-2 against Napomo. And they lost to Tulare Western, 70-58. A lot of the schools in this showdown have played each other. Ovalo de la Torre, 2.8 points per game, 31% field goal shooting. Deandrew Moon, he is a number 4, almost 7 points a game, a sophomore, 41%. Will Shawday, number 5 for Lemoore, 8.3 points, 57% shooting. Donovan Johnson, number 12, 6 points, a sophomore, 32% from the field. Diego Ambriz, number 13, 4 points, 40% shooter. 6 points per game for DeAndre Johnson, number 21, 9 points for John Moore, number 22. 6.5 for Samuel Martinez, number 30 for Lemoore. So we got Lemoore against the home school, Sanger. And of course, Sanger is in white with red, and Lemoore in their purple and gold. We got a lot of youth football the last couple of years going against teams from Lemoore, and they always had purple. So Al Alvarado III, the head coach of Sanger, and Joel Slig, or Slig, S-L-I-G-H, the head coach for Lemoore. I think Sanger will have to be favored in this game. Drive to the basket is good. That'll be Luke Dillon, number 12. Point guard, 6 feet for Sanger. Luke Dillon, 2-0. The ball almost stolen. Nice defensive play for Rosenda all day. Check that. Alejandro Mendible is one of the captains for Sanger. And the other captain is Joe LeBeau, number 10 for the Apaches. And more of the basketball. And the red and the purple. Color is very similar to Ridgeview High School in Bakersfield. Kick out. 3-point shot doesn't go. Rebound to the Tigers. Lemoore having a tough season. Here comes Sanger, a little 3-on-2. Gone to the basket again. Dillon, number 12 for 2. Guy's fast with speed on the court. Speed and quickness are keys to being an excellent basketball player.
Second turnover there by Lemoore here in the first minute of the game.
Wouldn't you say speed and quickness are probably 2 of the main attributes of being an excellent basketball player?
Some people would think that's the same thing, but not necessarily. Speed is,
Right.
straight line speed, and quickness is just moving quick, getting in and out of stance and breaks and off the floor.
Especially on defense, anticipating poor passes, or some guys are just great at doing that. They all seem to be the right place at the right time.
Nice
Left
job
the other way.
there.
That's a Moon for Lemoore. Moon has 2. And 4-2 in favor of Sanger, the home team. The home of the Apaches, Sanger Apaches here. The school was founded in 1899, Sanger. Bakersfield High, I think, was 1896. That is old. My dad went there in the 30s, Bakersfield High. Mid-late 30s. High arch, 3, doesn't go. Lemoore basketball, Tigers. Look like a travel and call it. John Mora. No relation to Jim Mora. 9-point score with the basket. Practice. And 4-4 game. Strong drive with the roll. Yes, indeed. Number 0, Jonathan Dillon. A lot of guys like that number 0 these days. Jeremy, let's go with that number 0.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know single digits are always the biggest, sought after numbers, but 0 to me just never really was that exciting. I'm not sure. You'll even see some schools have like a 00.
Yeah. Of course, we have Kuzma with the Lakers. He's trying to be consistent. Okay, 7-4 in favor of Sanger. Long 3, yes. Tie game. That's 22. Mora.
Maybe that's because you're the first person on the roster.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the deal. I don't know.
Well, a lot, I do so many games, girls and boys basketball, and I'd say over half teams have a person 0. When somebody started that, I don't know if it was 10 or 15 years ago, the number 0 and became popular. The basket underneath by number 0.
Dylan making the 0 look good right now.
A lot of players that are 0 are one of the best players in the team. They're 0 and number 1. Well, somebody made it popular years ago, and a lot of teams stuck to it. It's like Oregon with all their different colored uniforms.
Right.
A lot of schools do that now. The trendsetter. Basket. Lemoore hanging in there. Early. That's Samuel Martinez, number 30. 6.5 points per game score. Under 40%. Fumbles the ball, puts it up and in.
Nice job sticking to it there, getting the basket up and in.
The left-hander. Yes. Martinez says, we are up. Lemoore 10, Sanger 9. High lob pass. Long 3 off the mark. Rebound to the Tigers. And it's a strong drive by Chris Taylor. Gets his own rebound, puts it in. Taylor, 5-point score for Lemoore, number 11. A little trap in the backcourt for the Tigers. We're ahead 12-9 on NCS TV and a foul. Down there on the court. And I'll see how number 11 for Lemoore stuck with it. Chris Taylor missed a shot. And then Martinez missed a chippy. Taylor came back with a basket for the Tigers. 12-9, Lemoore. Team in purple. Purple and yellow. Yes. Tigers. Take it back out. That's a long 3. Yes. We like to shoot 3s. Luke Carl. Good name, Luke, sophomore. Luke. 12-12 game. These teams like to hit deep. That was almost like a pass.
A beautiful pass. We're going to call it a pass. There by Lemoore.
Yeah. And 14-12 Lemoore. Good for the 3. And rotating quickly on defense, Lemoore. Boom. That's Piseno. Frankie Piseno with 3. We call him a 2-pointer. He's a freshman. Teams with young players. And I said that Sanger had 3 freshmen and a couple of sophomores on the roster. 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen for Lemoore. 17 players on the Lemoore team and 14 on the Sanger team. So some young people getting a chance to play varsity basketball in a showdown. A showdown showcase. And 15-14 in favor of Sanger. Get this crowd into the game.
Nice layup there.
That's a great shot. Chalet, number 5, averages over 8 points a game, but a good scorer, good shooter, 55%. 3-point off the ring. And rebound to Lemoore. Tigers 16, the Apaches 15. For the first quarter, 2:50 play. Wild shot. And goes out of bounds. Off the hands of, well, I thought it was Martinez, but it'll be taken in by Lemoore.
Here comes 5 more players for Sanger. A hockey line change like the Fresno Falcons.
Dylan, Caleb Cole, 33. Little ISO work. 3-pointer short. Ball the shot. And Dylan brings it up court, number 0 for Sanger. Pushes the ball all the way to the rack. Gets his own rebound. He's fouled. Jonathan Dillon. Give me the rock. I'm going to take the rock to the rack with the left hand. And a 16-15 game. Southpaw knocks it down. Dillon has been in demand early on for the Apaches. We're about 16 miles southeast of Fresno. The Apaches playing the County Metro Athletic Conference along with Bullard and San Joaquin Memorial, Madera South. And Lemoore on the Western Center League. Ball stolen. And the jam for Dillon.
9 points now here in the first quarter for Dillon.
6'5" sophomore with the floating jam. 1916 Apaches. Very tight defensive play by Sanger. A 3. Rotation goes out of bounds. Watch this. I got it. Yes. Sanger up by 3, 1:50 to play. As Dillon kicks it back out. 3-point try right wing. High for glass. Dillon misses the offensive rebound. Tigers. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Pass is high, knocked away. Back to the Tigers. Yeah, jump shot good by
Nice job by Martinez there. 5 points on the night for him so far.
Dillon's drawn to the rack. Partially blocked. Here comes Lemoore. 19-18. Sanger. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Little double team. Open 3. Right wing short. Lemoore with the rebound. They like to shoot threes, the Tigers. And they hit. Mora. Second 3 tonight. Lemoore 18. Sanger 21-19. Lemoore up by 2. 21-19. Under minute to play here in the first. Cross court. Let's try the 3 left corner. Boom. And deep lace. 22-21, Sanger. And a steal. 2-on-1 and basket. Luke Dillon. The other Dillon is a junior. So 24-21 Apaches over the Tigers. Ball's loose. Here comes Sanger. 15 seconds left. 2-on-1. And a pass and basket right side. Cole. Caleb Cole. The Apaches running. The defense is setting up their offense. 26-21. Long shot. It goes in. And it counts. A 3-pointer. Love it. First one we've had today from midcourt. 26-24. Sanger over Lemoore after 1. This broadcast of the Central Valley Showdown after the shot is brought to you by Showdown, 26-24 in favor of the home team. They actually have a home team. Sanger over Lemoore. Lemoore in purple, Sanger in white and red.
So Donovan Johnson, huge half-court three-point shot to end the first quarter. Then Lemoore had a chance to build on that and get in the ball and start the third
and they turn it
quarter,
over.
and they turn it over. Nonetheless, they're down by 2.
No carryover effect.
They're only down by 2, though.
Oh, yeah. They made some 3-pointers in this game to stay close. The Tigers played very well in the first quarter. Down by 2, 26-24. High lob. A little bit too high. Reach for Dillon, 6'5" Dillon on the jam. Now, Anthony Davis could handle that, but he's 6'11", long arms. So a 2-point lead for Sanger, 7:21 to play in the second quarter. Lemoore basketball. I think it's on the baseline as Dillon tried to dribble it down court. It'll be Tigers basketball. Down by 2. There's the 3. That's a little bit too deep. And Dillon with the rebound. Dillon pushing the ball up court, number 0. Right hand. Right wing 3. Short. Tipped up. And garnered by Sanger. Maybe Cole with the rebound. Cole for 3. In and out. Tipped out. Controlled by Luke Dillon. And a basket. And 28-24. 6:45 to play in the second quarter. Sanger and Lemoore at Sanger High School. Ooh. A little wild out there. A little floor burn. That is a nice run by Chris Taylor for Lemoore, but not going to allow it. A personal foul. Now 2 team fouls against Sanger and 4 against Lemoore here in the second quarter. Those guys running back and forth along the baseline. Looking for the backdoor play. Sanger. It's Cole.
So far, Jonathan Dillon leading the way with 11 points, followed by his brother with 6 for Sanger.
So Lemoore down by 4 points in the second. 3-pointer, left corner, short, air ball. Here we go. We have a dunk. No, we have a layup. Luke Dillon, number 12. Jonathan Dillon, number 0, Luke Dillon. And 30-24 in favor of Sanger. That wasn't easy. That shot was missed by Morris, hit a couple of threes. The basketball is taking a seat in the stands. Going to the free throw line, Jonathan Dillon, number 0 for Sanger. Sophomore shooting 2. Coach Joel standing up. Off-white long sleeve shirt for Lemoore. Moon and Shaw be 4 and 5 check in for Lemoore. You see Martinez, number 30. Just to your right, lower screen. Dillon's free throw is good. Jonathan Dillon. And 32-24, Sanger up to an 8-point lead. Pisano checks in, Jesse Pisano, number 20. 5'9" sophomore for Sanger enters the game. They said 3 freshmen, a couple of sophomores for Sanger, and 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen for Lemoore. Out of 17 for Lemoore and 14 for Sanger. 8-point lead for the Apaches. Left corner 3, in and out. So it goes for Lemoore. Tigers down by 8. Only have 24 points, been stuck there for a while. 30-24, Sanger. High pass. Moderate pressure employed by the Apaches in the backcourt. Moore brings it across the half-court lines. Had a couple of trays in the game. Not real quick. 3-pointer is good. DeAndre Johnson. DeAndre averages 6 points a game. A line drive, Joey West style, but effective. 30-27.
I think it's real important for Lemoore to hang around. The longer they hang around, the more confidence they can get. You know, maybe in that 5 to 7 point range. We got 4 minutes left here. Not get that big run by Sanger to kind of put them away before the half.
Well, in and out 3 for Sanger in the left corner. And a foul against the Apaches on the drive. That's the first personal foul for Pisano, number 11. In deep, off glass, Mr. Martinez.
Nice job. He has 7 now. Actually the second leading scorer for Lemoore behind Moore.
Doing really well there on a low block for Lemoore. Right corner 3. Up and out. The rebound to the Tigers. Down by 3, 32-29. Second quarter, 4:05 left. NCS TV. Get out to the top. Mora. Nice crossover by Mora. Knocks down a shot.
Now he's got 10.
He's trying to impress Jeremy with that move. 32-31. Back down by only 1. Another right corner 3. In and out. And knocked out of bounds.
Sanger coming to fall in love with a three-point shot here all of a sudden.
Luke Carl, most teams do. Sometimes that's a problem with a lot of basketball teams. They fall in love with the 3 and they make a couple. But their percentages are never really that good. Even 40% is considered great, 4 out of 10. Should have been in travel in the backcourt against Mora. And a floater doesn't roll for the Lemoore Tigers. Sanger the ball up by 1. The Apaches over the Tigers. And that ball was saved, but to the wrong team. Dylan saved it back to Lemoore. And a turnover. All the guys try to go one-on-one and split the D, and it doesn't work for them. We're going back and forth. And Luke Dillon going to the basket from the right side, number 12 for Sanger. And Luke will have a couple of free throws. So 16 fouls against Lemoore and 3 against Sanger. And the Apaches trying to add to the lead. And they do. And Luke Dillon. God, I feel like I'm at a dance, man. Back to back. The Apaches 34-31. And Luke Carl checks back in number 4 for Sanger. The backcourt, guard. Pull up Jay off the glass, and Luke with the rebound. To Dillon, right side. Reaches out. Doesn't go. This basket does. 36-31. Almost right at a shot clock violation. We heard the buzzer. A little bit strange. And Sanger up by 5 points, 36-41. Looked like it was kicking the ball. The ball out of bounds for the Sanger Apaches. Up by 5. Joel Sleeg or Sly. Has been standing up the entire game for Lemoore. Al Alvarado III, the head coach of Sanger. In the post, Dillon turns, does get the roll, gets his rebound, knocked out of bounds, goes to Lemoore. So he was in the paint area of the 6'5 sophomore and did not get the role that he would have liked. He's back on defense, so they go to somewhat of a backcourt trap with Lemoore. They try to split the defense. That's Mora, number 22. And 2:14 left. Tigers basketball. And 14 fouls against Sanger. Of course, we have 6 against Lemoore. So the Tigers hanging in there, down by 5, 36-31. 2:10 left in the first half. Our game 7 of 7 on NCS TV. To the left, ball's knocked. Save. Great job. Will take it all the way to the rack, but it doesn't go. And Martinez with the rebound for Lemoore. Left corner 3. Air ball. But I thought it was knocked out of bounds by the Apaches. Went off the hand of Luke Dillon, number 12. Yes. And number 12, Donovan Johnson, will bring it in for Lemoore. Johnson about a 6-point score for Lemoore. So 36-31, score remains the same in favor of Sanger. Hit to this side. Little weave. Martinez kicks it out. We've got a lot of left corner threes against Sanger today. And traveling.
Yeah. Lemoore missed a chance there. Moon had an open three-point shot. Martinez kicked it out to him, and he passed on. I thought he should have let that fly there, but then they get the turnover. So
let it go.
Yep.
Let it fly, man. Let it fly. There's a steal. I think a foul from behind against Carl, number 4 for Sanger.
But they've been able to hang around, like I said, 5 to 7 points here. 1:16 left to go in the first half.
With the wave stolen by Dillon. That's kind of a reverse layup by Pasano, number 11. Frank Pasano for Sanger. 38-31. The ball knocked out of bounds to the right. It'll be Lemoore basketball. That's a nice steal. That's Luke Dillon with a steal into Pasano. Sanger very good and get out in transition. 38-31 Apaches. Whoa, that's a tough miss. Cole with the rebound. Sanger. Carl takes the 3. Top of the key. Right wing. Dillon will bring it back out. It's LeBeau, one of the captains, number 10. Both in quiet. Dillon. Carl. 3, good. Luke Carl. 5'10" sophomore, knocking down another trifecta for him. 41-31. Martinez missed his left baseline. Will Shalde with 2, number 5. 4 seconds left. And the ball knocked out of bounds by hustling. Number 5, Will Shalde for the Tigers, 41-33. So 2.4 seconds left. Not a lot of time for the Tigers. Actually, it's Apache's ball, so not a lot of time for them to get off the shot, but you can in 2.4 seconds. High lob. I think a foul against Lemoore. High lob
that's going to be a backbreaker there because
Jonathan Dillon.
2 seconds away from the locker room, down by 8. Again, kind of feel like you're in contact now.
Maybe they'd rather be out there than in the locker room.
Now you're going to go down in the locker room and probably down by 10. It's a whole different feeling there.
I could eavesdrop on the communication locker room.
Well, he missed the free throw.
I did one of the earlier games. I was back there. Didn't know I was there.
He missed the free throw, so they won't be down by double digits.
Came in clapping, and half the team looked at me. Jonathan Dillon at the free throw line. And he misses both of them. Get the roll. But he tips it in. He doesn't tip it in. His brother Luke does.
Yep.
Jonathan missed 2 free throws. Luke tipped it in. And 43-33 Sanger at the half on NorCal Sports TV.
We're going to have an interview here coming up with our own Connor McGill. He's going to be interviewing Sanger head coach Al Alvarado III here in just a few moments. Again, Sanger up by 10, 43-33 here.
Here with Sanger head coach Al Alvarado III. Your team currently up 43-33. We saw some very fast up-tempo momentum there in the first and second quarters. What can we expect from your team here in the second half?
That's what the game plan. We want to get this thing going fast, play fast, up and down the court. They like to zone and kind of slow it down. So we're just trying to get this thing going fast. Get them to play fast.
You bring in a very young team this year compared to this past year. A very successful season. Non-conference hasn't been the best for you guys. What can you do to make the best out of this game and get the win for the home crowd?
Yeah, we are very young, and we have the toughest schedule that we've ever had since I've been here. We just got to keep playing, keep sharing the ball, passing it up the floor, and then executing our sets when we need to.
Home court advantage tonight, Coach. What does this mean for yourself, and how does it help your players?
It's always great to play at home. We've been traveling, all over the place. Went to Hawaii this preseason, so it's good to come home, play for our crowd, and show them that we can play defense and lock teams down.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
We're going to have our NCS TV halftime report in the next 5 minutes. You're not going to want to miss it. It's surely going to be a good one. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Connor. Again, our score 43-33. Sanger over Lemoore here on NorCal Sports TV.
And okay, the broadcast of the Central Valley Showdown is brought to you by Recruiting Boost, Athletic College Placement Service, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, a 5-day overnight camp for 4th through 12th graders. Register now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. And by Central Valley Aztecs. Professional ABA basketball in Lindsay, California. Go to facebook.com/ABACVA to learn more. Meeting rooms on demand in Fresno. A new location on Shaw and Van Ness with 24/7 availability and rates starting at $40 per hour. Go to meetingroomsondemand.com to learn more. And by Straight Sports, custom uniforms. Go to straightsports.com for more. 43-33 Sanger at the half on NCS TV.
Finding athletic college scholarships can be an overwhelming task for athletes. It's essential to utilize experts and former college coaches who know the ins and outs of college recruiting. At Recruiting Boost, we help prospective student athletes navigate the recruiting process from start to finish, ultimately helping them earn scholarship opportunities. We don't rely on cold emails or large databases. Instead, we have direct contact with college coaches. Contact us today.
From different places.
Diferentes experiencias.
We all have different stories.
But the one thing we have in common.
The one thing that unites us all. But the one thing that keeps us together.
The love of the game.
Love the game is basketball.
We are your CV Aztecs.
Finding athletic college scholarships can be an overwhelming task for athletes. It's essential to utilize experts and former college coaches who know the ins and outs of college recruiting. At Recruiting Boost, we help prospective student athletes navigate the recruiting process from start to finish, ultimately helping them earn scholarship opportunities. We don't rely on cold emails or large databases. Instead, we have direct contact with college coaches. Contact us today.
From different places.
Diferentes experiencias.
We all have different stories.
But the one thing we have in common.
The one thing that unites us all. But the one thing that keeps us together.
The love of the game.
Love the game.
Is basketball.
We are your CV Aztecs.
By both teams. Yeah. We welcome you out to the NCS TV halftime report. Connor McGill here with Levi Flores. A very exciting first half so far, Levi. What can we expect from the Sanger team going forward in the second half?
Well, in the first quarter, there was a very high-scoring game, almost 50 points combined. Jonathan Dillion and Luke Dillion, the two brothers, 13 points for Jonathan and 12 for Luke. So we can expect those two brothers to go off once again in the second half. Although they've been really struggling from the three-point line, only 4 for 14. They missed about 6 in a row in the second quarter. And free throws, although they're 7 and 9, so they're really doing well there. And free throws always wins games. We know that.
Jonathan stands at 6'5". When you have a guy that tall, he's going to make plays like that. And on the Lemoore sides of things, John Mora so far with 10 points in this game. A very exciting second half ahead, and just tune in right here on NorCal Sports TV.
All right, Connor, thank you for that report, Connor and Levi. And again, like they said, 43-33 our score here at the half. Lemoore down to the Sanger Apaches here from Sanger High School. Looking at some other stats here in the first half. Rebounds, Lemoore's actually out-rebounded Sanger 16-12, but they've also turned the ball over 9 times compared to the 2 by Sanger. Sanger has 7 steals, which you would expect since they have them need more turnovers. As we get set here to start the second half, listen to a little Florida State music comes to mind here as we get ready to start the second half.
Neon Dion Sanders. Remember back in the day, Neon Dion, Florida State. 43-33 Sangers. We begin the second half in their home arena, Apache territory. And more. It's a basket on the other end for Lemoore. Lemore's had a nice game, John Mora. For Lemoore, 8-point game for the Apaches. They move left to right here in the second half. Home turf. Finale of the Central Valley Showdown at Sanger High School for 2020. Mark, Jeremy, Dion, Connor, and Levi. Three-pointer. Regard. Luke Dillon's had a nice game for Sanger.
And then his brother says, I'm going to steal the ball and get 2 points myself.
Yep. Luke and Jonathan. More high off the glass. Rebounded deep by number 5, Shalve with 2. Number 5. And 48-37 Sanger. 6:50 on the clock. And move that ball back and forth. Zone defense employed by Lemoore. You want to slow it down. Sanger wants to run. Kick the back out. In deep. Jump shot doesn't go by Dillon. Gets the rebound. Kicks it back out. Right corner 3. Yes! That's the other Dillon, his brother.
So does it count if it's an assist to your own brother? Does that still count?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A nice basket, too.
Just wondering.
Chris Taylor. Well, he's got to make the shot for the assist. He's got to make you look good. I mean, you can be on a team, you pass the ball to a lot of guys that are 4-point scorers, you're not going to get a lot of assists. Well, LeBron is, number one in the league. Has a lot of lobs to Anthony Davis. Not too many other guys shoot that well on the team, but because he has AD on the team, really helps out his assists this year.
A nice cut there to the basket for Lemoore.
That was a good job. Chalets had a fine game, number 5. And 53-41 in favor of Sanger, 5:41 left in the third. The American Basketball Association Professional Basketball League is now at McDermott X in Lindsay, California. The Central Valley Aztecs are a new ABA basketball team filled with locals that have either played professional basketball in other countries or played collegiately in the Central Valley. Their home games take place on Saturdays and Sundays at McDermott X. Make sure you go and check out their Facebook page, Central Valley Aztecs Far West Division. Tickets can be purchased the day of games, $8 for adults, $6 for kids. Package deals available for AAU high school, middle school basketball teams. CVA, Central Valley Aztecs, great basketball, playing the Delta Stars on January 11th at 2 o'clock in Lindsay. McDermott X, Sweetbriar Avenue, 2 o'clock. Some of their games at 4:30. Decided to move it up a little bit early. Games are about 2 hours and 10 minutes in length. A lot of activities during the games. Yeah, Dylan to Dylan. No, check that. That's Cole with a basket. And a nice assist by Jonathan Dillon. Well, his brother would have made a basket anyway. So a pretty good defense by LeBeau, one of the captains for Sanger, number 10. Yeah, it's Dylan Cole. Kind of drew the defense to his left. And 55-41. The man-to-man pressure by Sanger. Nice defense by Jonathan Dillon. Left wing 3, good. Johnson raised his hand. I got it down, 55-44.
It's going to see you make a three-point shot that's not from half court.
Yeah. Strong drive, tipped out. Covered by the Tigers. With a miss by Dillon. 55-44 Sanger. At 4:40 left in the third. And a very good hustle. The knee blaze, number 2 for Sanger. He exits. We bring 5 out and 5 in for the Apaches. We have Carl, number 4. We have 22, J.C. Flores. J.C. is a freshman. Number 1, we have Masano Aldea Jr., 5'8". What else we have? Cassandra, number 20 for the Apaches. Lead by 11. Go to the bench a little bit. Baseline, Jay doesn't go, but a foul. Chris Taylor will go to the free throw line. Number 11 for the Lemoore Tigers. Shooting 2, number 11. And first team foul against Sanger in the second half.
So we got a trivia question that was texted to me at halftime by our own Chris Babcock for you. Mm-hmm. Since your family came and actually was a teacher here. He said, who's the famous alumni from Sanger High School?
Well, I don't have any idea. My sister just taught here for 1 year.
He says that Tom Flores.
Well, that's right. That's right. Named the stadium after him. That's right.
So
quarterback for the Raiders, been a commentator for years.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely famous.
Trivia text by Chris Babcock here at the half.
Yeah. I just know that Garces beat him in football in 2012 in a game that I did, and I know that Sanger beat Garces when I was at Garces years ago, probably as a freshman or sophomore. They beat him in the playoffs. I don't know if it was the finals of the Squad Division or semifinals. The Sanger's had some good teams for years. And a basket up front by Frank Bassano. And of course, they had Chuck Sedan, a great coach here for so many years. So Flores was the famous player from here, but obviously Sedan was the great coach up there in career victories and championships and everything. There's Moore again, number 22 in timeout. And 57-47 in favor of Sanger, 3:35 left. The broadcast of the Central Valley Showdown is brought to you by...
Finding athletic college scholarships can be an overwhelming task for athletes. It's essential to utilize experts and former college coaches who know the ins and outs of college recruiting. At Recruiting Boost, we help prospective student athletes navigate the recruiting process from start to finish, ultimately helping them earn scholarship opportunities. We don't rely on cold emails or large databases. Instead, we have direct contact with college coaches. Contact us today.
Different places.
Diferentes experiencias.
We all have different stories.
But the one thing we have in common.
The one thing that unites us all. But the one thing that keeps us together.
The love of the game.
Love the game is basketball.
We are your CV Aztecs.
Okay, 3:25 left in the third. 57-47 Sanger Apaches over the Lemoore Tigers. Sanger coming in with a record of 8-5 and Lemoore's 3-12. Sanger from the CMAC. 3-point try too deep. Rebound to the Tigers. To Mora. Mora's had a fine game on 22. Left corner, left baseline. Back out. Shot is going by Martinez. With their own rebound. Left wing three short. Hustle for the ball. Great play by Moore.
Nice job by Moore.
Yeah. Knocks it off all day number one's leg for Sanger. It'll be Lemoore basketball.
Great hustle there, getting yourself another possession. You know, down by 10, you're going to need all the possessions you can get. He did a good job there of throwing the ball off the defender's leg and getting it out of bounds for
left corner three.
Tigers.
In and out. Tough shot. Rebound to Mora. And Sanger kind of lucked out that time.
They had forward opportunities there to cut into the lead and didn't take advantage of it.
The foul's on Donovan Johnson over the back. His first personal foul for Lemoore. All day, number one. Almost travels. Kicks it back out. Fakes a left wing three. Ball knocked around, controlled by the Apaches. 30 seconds on the clock. An error ball goes out of bounds to Lemoore. And that was J.C. Flores attempting that shot for the Sanger Apaches. Plus 10 over Lemoore. Here at Dean Nicholson Gymnasium. Home of the Apaches, Apache territory, Sanger High School. Sanger with white and red, and Lemoore in purple and yellow. The Tigers of the West Yosemite League. And they compete in Division II. And Sanger is in the CMAC in Division III. Sanger's been the better team tonight by 10 points. Go on to his brother, misses. Clean up by Cole. Sanger. Caleb Cole, 6'5" freshman Cole for the basket. Some solid young players in both these teams. Talking about guys that are freshmen or sophomores. Cole with the rebound. Brings it back out. Baseline left. Number 33 scores. Thought he was going to kick it back out. Decided to take it back to the rim and scored. Moore with the ball in the backcourt for Lemoore. Pressure, little trap. 2-on-1. Martinez up high, misses. Tipped out. Dillon with the rebound, number 0 for Sanger. Comes his brother. Coast to coast, left-handed, good. Luke Dillon. Over the shoulder shot for number 12. 63-47, 106 left in the third quarter. Martinez steps on the baseline. Turnover against the Tigers. Actually, bad pass. You see Dillon strong to the rack. Going to his right, flipped it up with the left hand. Highlight play. LeBeau, number 10 with the ball. One of the captains for Sanger. Use up some clock here with a 16-point lead. 63-47. High lob. And picked off by Shawley, number 5. He races down court. Double team, loses the ball. Comes Dillon. Luke Dillon, number 12. He's got a fine game. Goes left, back right to his brother. Missed about a 10-footer. Cole with the rebound. Semi-hook short. Goes to the Tigers. 19 seconds left in this quarter. Dillon with a steal. Left-handed shot. Rolls in. Jonathan Dillon. 65-47. Sanger over Lemoore. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Drive does not get the roll for Lemoore. Kicked out of bounds. After 3, Sanger 65, Lemoore 47 on NCS TV. This broadcast of the Central Valley Showdown is brought to you by...
I think they're going to actually put 1 plus seconds left on the clock here.
Oh, how about 3/10?
About 3/10, okay.
I just saw it. That's the second time they put 3/10 of a second on the clock today.
Right, so a tip-in is basically all you can do.
Nope. Chalet can't deliver. Officially into the third quarter. We have the music. 65-47 Sanger after 3 on NCS TV. We enter the fourth quarter of the finale of the Central Valley Showdown 2020 here at Sanger High School. The home team Sanger leading Lemoore 65-47. 8 minutes left. And a long day that has gone very quickly. It's always weird. I talk about the fact, doing 5, 6, 7 games, and it seems like it's long. You prepare, and your preparation seems twice as long as the actual games. And obviously the prep work is not as exciting as the actual games. Not necessarily for me. Dealing with the rebound, sometimes it is, but overall not really. And a foul against Lemoore. It depends what I'm doing. Or how I'm multitasking. Out of bounds to Sanger. Jonathan Dillon, number 0, and his brother have been the top players for the Apaches tonight. Luke Dillon, number 12. Jonathan Dillon, number 0.
Combined for 39 points so far.
Pulling up that box score. Now, Jonathan is a sophomore, and Luke is a junior. Jonathan deep for the basket. Who knows who will be the recruiting boost player of the game? One of the Dillons, most likely. Look at a quick move. Nice pass inside. Got great position. A 20-point lead. Luke Dillon drives right baseline to LeBeau. Brings it out top of the key. Left-handed dribble. Kicks it back out. Carl, number 4. Shot clock about 15. And they're trying to use up as much time as possible. Carl, deep 3. In and out. Schaller, the rebound, number 5 for Lemoore. Lobs it out to this side. So a 20-point deficit for Lemoore and a foul against Sanger. A pushing foul. That's against Jonathan Dillon, his second personal foul. And second team foul against Sanger. Martinez Thorpe checks back in for the Tigers. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Here on the NCS TV, Sanger High School. Mora, right wing 3, in and out. Dillon with the rebound. That's Jonathan. Loses the ball momentarily, gets it back. Loses it back to Mora of Lemoore. Moore to the right wing, baseline right. Martinez in the paint. And almost throws it out of bounds. Yes, he does. Shawley steps on the line. And 6:24 left in the game. 20-point lead for Sanger remains the Apaches over the Tigers. 3-pointer right corner misses, lip of the rim. Excellent rebound in deep by number 11, Piseno. Frankie Piseno. 2 Pisenos on the team. He's a 6-foot freshman. Right place at the right time. A 22-point lead. 3-pointer rims out by DeAndre Johnson of Lemoore. All day, number 1. Checks it back out. Right wing 3, short. Rebound to the Tigers. We come back this way. 5:45 left. Mora. Right corner 3. Line drive. Doesn't get the roll. And the Apaches continuing to push the ball up court. Another basket. They like to run. Frankie Piseno. Alvarado III said, we'd like to run up and down the court. 5:31 left. 71-47 Sanger over Lemoore. This broadcast of the Central Valley Showdown is brought to you by Recruiting Boost, Athletic College Placement Service, the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight camp for 4th through 12th graders. Register now with a $99 deposit. Earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to NorCalSportsTV.com/camp for all the details. By Central Valley Aztecs, professional ABA basketball in Lindsay, California. Go to Facebook.com/ABACVA to learn more. By Meeting Rooms on Demand in Fresno. New location on Shaw and Van Ness with 24/7 availability and rates starting at $40 per hour. Go to meetingroomsondemand.com for more information. And by Straight Shorts, Straight Sports, custom uniforms. Go to straightsports.com for more information. Stand out from the rest. And 5:25 left in our Game 7. Sanger 71, Lemoore 47. Mark Heffernan with Jeremy Hurtado calling all the games today. Jeremy also providing the stats and kind of keeping us under control, along with Dion. I always need guys to keep me under control, that's for sure. So it has been all Sanger today, really strong in the second quarter on, and a nice drive by number 4. That is Moon. Been quiet for a long time for Lemoore. 71-49. Another turnover for the Apaches. They're pretty much using everybody in this game. And Alvarado's noticing too, the coach. He's checking everybody out. All day number 1. Trying to go coast to coast. Kicks it back out. 3-pointer's good. And Jesse Piseno with a 3. Jesse's the senior guard for the Apaches. Wide open, nailed it. They like to push the ball up court. Nice bank shots by Donovan Johnson for Lemoore. 6-point score. He has surpassed his average. I think we'll bring in at least 4 or 5 new players. Nice rebound by Piseno. Kicks it back out. All day, number 1. 4:15 on the clock. And 74-51 Apaches over the Tigers.
That's just a perfect basketball name, All Day.
All day? Oh, yeah, All Day.
One of those names that you just love to hear.
Knock it down All Day. And he's hustling back on defense. That's a good rebound in deep by 22 JC Flores with a basket. And another quality freshman. A lot of good young people on both these teams. They're not, they're underclassmen. A deep 3 for number 12, Donovan Johnson for Lemoore. 76-54 Sanger. 3:35 left in the ball game. 4th quarter. Apache territory. NCSTV. Another 3. Oh, it just kind of lips out. And Shawley with the rebound, number 5 for Lemoore. Tigers come this way. That ball knocked out of bounds. 3:23 left. And then you got both Dillons coming in. Carl. LeBeau. And number 5, Ezekiel Chavez, senior. Seen some time. A forward guard swing player. So Ezekiel Chavez, number 5 for Sanger. The ball's missed and rebounded by the Apaches. LeBeau to the front court, number 10, and one of the captains for the Apaches. Lemoore still in their zone. 3 is missed. Rebound by Cole. Has the basket, number 33. 6'5" freshman has reached over the defenders. Did not get an over the back foul. Luke Dillon strong to the rack. Misses, falls down. Cole puts it up. Rebound to Lemoore. 2:35 left. And 78-54, Sanger. Another three by Johnson. Deep rebound. The player's okay as he kind of fell over the bleachers. That's a Martinez for Lemoore. No harm, no foul. And 2:25 left in the ball game. Sanger will have a record of 9-5 after this game. The ball goes out of bounds. And Lemoore will fall to 3-13. So the question is, who will be the recruiting boost player of the game?
We've got a couple candidates. We'll let Connor make that decision here after the game.
2 candidates Jeremy has. I like that.
They might be related.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Looking very good. I'm impressed with Luke. To Cole, basket. Number 12 to number 33. And Caleb Cole's had a fine game. A 6'5" freshman. So you got Cole's a freshman, Jonathan Dillon's a sophomore, Luke a junior. Got these guys for 2 years, at least, together. That pass thrown away. Overled to Cole. Looks like a Jared Goff pass. Incomplete. He's thrown a few of them. 1:40 left.
LeBeau just got a little excited there. Saw a guy going wide open to the hoop.
Yeah.
Overthrew him.
And so 80-54 in favor of Sanger. And Lemoore basketball. 1:35 left. It has been all Lemoore today on their home court. With a showdown. Sanger ball. All day. Well, Sunday all day. Number 1. He's had quite a few minutes tonight for Sanger. He's a junior point guard at 5'8". A lot of minutes in the game where they played everybody. And Jesse Pisagno will bring it in, number 20. All day. Right wing. Kicks it out. High arch 3. In and out. Lemoore basketball. Martinez. 1:07 left. 80-54 Sanger. Well, the Tigers, deep 3. Johnson misses badly. He's had a pretty good game, though. Donovan Johnson. LeBeau, all day. LeBeau for 3, in and out. He's been quiet offensively, but doing a good job just kind of managing the offense when he's been in there. Number 4. 35 seconds left. Johnson, not afraid to take it, misses the 3. Left wing. Ball tipped around. Almost coming to us. 29.6 seconds left in the ball game. And Sanger up 80-54. That's a good drive. The shot not successful. And a foul against Sanger. So everybody playing tonight for the Sanger Apaches. And probably most of the players for Lemoore. Team's opening league play the next week or the following week. So now it's time to get serious. You have the preseason, the league season, and the postseason. And so basically for generally about every team, the postseason or preseason is complete. Then we have their respective league seasons. And then the postseason. In Bakersfield this year, they have like a Kern County tournament, which is weird. They never had before. So after the regular season, I guess they have a best of Kern County, best of Bakersfield, and that's before the section playoffs. And I talked to some coaches, some like it, some don't.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, the first time ever. Not my idea. 80-54 Sanger over Lemoore in the finale of the Central Valley Showdown in Sanger High School. 80-54 Sanger. Who will be the recruiting boost player of the game, Jeremy?
I don't know. We'll find out next.
Finding athletic college scholarships can be an overwhelming task for athletes. It's essential to utilize experts and former college coaches who know the ins and outs of college recruiting. At Recruiting Boost, we help prospective student athletes navigate the recruiting process from start to finish, ultimately helping them earn scholarship opportunities. We don't rely on cold emails or large databases. Instead, we have direct contact with college coaches. Contact us today.
So here we go. Connor McGill going to be giving us our Recruiting Boost Player of the Game. Getting set down there.
Jonathan.
We're here with our Recruiting Boost Player of the Game, Jonathan Dillon. Phenomenal game from yourself. 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. You and your brother were up all across the court throughout the night. What did it take to get the win in front of the home crowd?
It just took hustle, defense, and dedication. We were prepared. We were better prepared than they were, and that's pretty much it.
You've had a tough non-conference season. What does this win mean for your team?
It's a great team win, but we still got to keep on working on stuff, you know.
2 more non-conference games left. What can we expect from the Sanger High team? I know last year we saw a big run in playoffs. What can we expect from Sanger this year?
You can expect us to get this ring this year.
You heard it from Jonathan. Back to you guys.
How about that, Jeremy?
Hey, you know, the way they played tonight, you never can tell.
Well, there'll be a player in the Division III. They're from the CMAC. They're 9-5 right now, and they said they have 2 more non-league games coming up. Lemoore with a record of 3-13, kind of a tough season for them, and they play in the Western Summit League. They're in Division II, so Lemoore's in a tougher division. So, yeah, I would say that Sanger has a shot in Division III. I'm not sure all the teams in D3 this year because they move every 2 years. I have checked it out, but looking at them, those 2 guys, and overall, a very good effort tonight and a big victory. Yeah, I would say after their performance tonight, they'd be one of the favorites in Division III because they play, San Joaquin Memorial, and they also play, Bullard, a couple of Division I teams. So they have strong non-conference schedule, 9-5 this year, and it's got to keep on improving, like you said. But they have a shot in Division III. The final score: Sanger 80, Lemoore 54. Our finale of the Central Valley Showdown on NorCal Sports TV. For Jeremy Hurtado, we also had Connor McGill, Levi Flores, Deion I. I'm Mark Heffernan, and thanks a lot for joining us today for all of our 7 games. Good night. Have a great weekend on NorCal Sports TV.